Hey guys, Jeremy Jacobs here for Brunch Boys, and this is going to be a diet and fitness update. So we are in week God, I already forget, 12 or 13, I think 13 or something like that. So for the past 2 weeks, so I hit my birthday goal a few weeks ago of getting under 200. I actually got down to 197, but then since then, I've been hovering around 199. I feel like the workouts have been sort of the same. Like I really haven't slacked at all in the workouts. Diet-wise here, really haven't slacked at all. The one meal I'm sort of struggling with a little bit is lunch. I just feel like, man, I like my post-workout grilled chicken, but the grilled chicken and then eat on my salad at lunch just I don't know, it's getting a little too boring, I think. So I have been mixing in a tuna salad instead, which obviously isn't as good as just a plain grilled chicken, but just mentally, it's way easier. So I feel like that's an okay trade-off. But other than that, it's going pretty well. I've been able to run outside a little bit more. It's been brutally hot, so working in that on my either day offs or my cardio days. Because I pretty much haven't been taking any days off from working out at all. But the two things I want to talk to Michael about are, one, I do feel like if I have plateaued at this point, what changes can I make either in terms of workouts or diet to sort of kick start more the weight loss again. I mean, I do like that when I look at the scale, at least I can sort of see, even though the weight's staying about the same, the fat percentage is going a little tiny lower and the muscle's going a little tiny higher. So things are still happening, just not at maybe the pace I would like it to. So I'm gonna talk to him about that, see what changes we can make, if it makes sense to make any changes. And then two, Michael actually has a really cool opportunity where you get to work out with him. He's doing an event for New York Wine and Food this fall, so we're gonna find out from him how you guys could work out with him and learn from the master himself. So we're actually gonna go to another one of my favorites, Meckelberg's. They have some crazy over-the-top stuff, and we're gonna do something a little sweet this time, a little sweet and a little savory. So, and go shower and meet up with Michael. All right, so Michael, I think the fans did well this week. We're at Meckelberg's, and I've been here a lot. I actually come here almost every day. I usually grab healthy things, but if you don't want healthy things, you could definitely overindulge because we have a meatball sub, a porchetta sandwich, an Italian combo, a stuffed baked potato of the biggest huge hunk of bacon ever, and a Babka Sundae.
Well, I guess the beauty of this, outside of that helicopter flying overhead, the beauty of this for me is I literally just walked out of the gym, literally 3 minutes ago. So my body is primed and ready to take on some massive amount of cheat mealing because I haven't had a cheat meal since the last time I saw you.
3 weeks ago? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
All right, so
I haven't waited for you.
That I know. But that being said, you're still doing the do, man.
Yes, so I did want to ask you. So I have been sticking to it. I think the fitness stuff I've kept up with. I really haven't missed any days at all.
It's amazing.
If it's an off day, I'm running over the bridge or just doing some cardio in the gym upstairs, in the gym on my building. Diet-wise, still pretty okay.
What does that mean?
I'd say I was telling him before, lunch has been the hardest thing for me. Just to wrap my brain. I love my grilled chicken for my post-workout meal. The idea of more grilled chicken on my salad hurts my soul some days. So I do add a little scoop of tuna salad instead. So I'm not going so crazy, but I'm every few days, I gotta add something else to that. But other than that, I've pretty much been on it.
One thing that I just want to very, very clearly state, because it is absolutely 100% true and real, is nutrition is, some people say it's 80%, some people say it's 90%. I honestly believe that nutrition is 97% of the battle. Okay. It is actually probably just about the most important piece of the puzzle because I know people that work out like animals but are not nearly in the shape that they should or want to be in.
Yeah.
And by the way, does not necessarily mean that you're starving yourself, right? Or
right, I don't feel like I'm hungry. I just feel some days I'm
okay, I've had the same I think 4 days in a row. Like I'm like I just need like a little something different just for the palate, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely, that's like that is it, you know, like there is a level of habitual eating that is uncommon to the masses when it comes to like trying to actually change your body composition.
Yeah, and I think what's nice too is like the interactions I've been having with other people, just on Instagram. Like when I put out there, I'm going to do this, and they're like, you being able to do this, where we know that this is your like way of life, more than just like my personal life, it's business. They're like, you've motivated us to try. So it's fun. Like they've been sending me their updates too.
That's
and
so
like,
great.
When I don't check in on time, I get DMs being like, are you on your diet because you haven't said anything in a couple days? I'm like, yes. I just like haven't had time to talk about it.
One thing that I actually asked you this morning before we met was how you're feeling with your program, and if you feel like it's time to take a shift. And you said yes, and so that's kind of exciting for me. I also love to, like, you know, depending on what I'm focusing on, I like to change up my program every 6 to 10 weeks, depending on how, like,
I think I'm in week 13.
Yeah. So and I think that, like, for you, we had a very specific goal, and by the way, like, you could probably stay on this program that you're on right now for 8 months and see amazing change and amazing gain.
Yeah, I mean, what I said too is like when I weigh myself, even though my weight has pretty much plateaued a little bit in the past 2 weeks, I do see that like the fat goes a little lower and muscle goes a little higher. So I still think like we're marginally going the right direction, even if I don't see that one big number going down, which is nice.
Yeah, I strongly believe that like a bodybuilding split routine program, which is what you're on pretty much, over a period of time is the most effective. Because cardio absolutely does sort of eat at your muscle tissue. And so adding a lot of cardio to things, which is sort of a misconception that cardio is going to get you like shredded and lean. And yes, you will lose.
I did cardio forever. I can tell you it's not what happens.
Yeah, like you will lose weight, but you will not get the sort of muscle definition that you're looking for necessarily. And like you'll see bodybuilders, they will not do high intensity cardio. And the guys and the gals that you see on social media with the best bodies in the world are typically not doing lots of cardio. They're doing lots of heavy lifting, lots of high intensity interval training. And so I think what we should do is, I think that we should take a shift and see how it affects you. But I am transitioning from my bodybuilding stuff to marathon training. And so I've said to myself, like, this is going to be tough because I certainly don't want to lose the muscle that I've worked so hard in getting. But I'm going to do a sort of hybrid of strength, conditioning, and then endurance for my marathon. So it's a 6-day program. You're used to 6 days because you're on 6 days pretty much right now.
7 days.
7 days. And it's going to be 4 days of running. And you don't have to do the level of running that I'm doing, but I think it's kind of fun that we stay on the same program. 4 days of running, 3 days of strength training. So 2 days, so you'll run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and you'll lift Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So Friday will be a double up day. And the running on Friday is light. And it'll be Monday will be a sort of recovery run day. Wednesday will be a sprints sort of track day. Friday will be sort of like a medium run, and Saturday will be your long run. Tuesday will be a strength day.
What's
Thursday.
a long run?
I mean, I don't know what the long run for you. You run
Well,
over
I would
the bridge
say
and back,
I would say
right?
normally my runs when I do a run is 6 miles. Is that long already?
That's a good run.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good run. So I would say, and like we've done with the bodybuilding stuff, it's all about progress and growth, right? So like you want to add, right? So like if that means adding time or adding distance, however you feel like you want to do it. If you're like, oh, it's, you know, I run 6 miles, I'm doing 9-minute miles. It takes me, what is 9 times 6, 54, whatever it is.
Pretty much on the dot what I am, yeah.
So I would say, let's start with an hour, 5-minute run on a long day, right? Or 6.5 miles.
Okay. So before we dig in, I know that if people want to work out with you, you are doing an event for New York Wine and Food.
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
It's called Fit and Feast. It'll be a really cool event that I've partnered with an amazing trainer, a girl that I love very, very much. and she inspires me. She is one of the fittest on the planet. Her name is Roxy Jones. She's a coach at Tone House.
Okay.
And we'll be serving Seymour's food. We'll be working out, and it's on, I believe, Sunday morning, that weekend of the New York Wine and Food Festival. I'm super excited about it. I've always been anybody who knows me, anybody who follows me knows that I juggle fitness and food. That's like my life, right? I'm like a food guy and a fitness guy, and that is sort of like how I've done it. And if I can do it, you can do it. And Fit and Feast is going to be a really cool opportunity to show it in real life, in real time.
Cool. I'll put a link in my bio and in stories, and you guys can check it out and buy tickets.
Can we eat some?
Yeah, let's see.
food?
Sorry, yeah. The Sundae already melted. Oh well. I kind of want to dig into the meatball.
So do I.
The meatloaf.
That's like what I have my eyes on. Oh, that sauce is very good. Oh wow.
Zero.
Oh man. That
I love that.
That is a healthy portion of ricotta cheese on the ball. That is serious. I mean, you are not playing games if you're putting this thing down.
And this babka is more in like the fudgy side, or like the oozy, gooey chocolate side.
Oozy, gooey chocolate sauce.
Yeah, there's like, there's like drier babkas and more moist babkas, I guess.
Big mess. So sorry about that, Mecklebergs, but that was a lot of ice cream. I'm gonna just grab this big piece of babka
There you
here. Oh,
Everything insane.
sweet, crunchy, salty, delicious.
They put like a layer of salt in it as they're building up the sundae, which I think, and more cinnamon in the babka itself, cinnamon sprinkled on top. Perfect thing. But
Wow.
Okay, I'm excited to switch up the diet
Yeah.
and see what happens.
So I'm gonna send you the new program tonight, and we're gonna turn up your macros a little bit, and we'll switch it up a little bit on the days, just because adding cardio is gonna be a little bit. I want you to have a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want you to lose what you've put on so far in muscle, right? Like
Yeah.
the goal is to keep the muscle.
Yes.
So keep the muscle. It's summertime. Let's get you lean and mean.
Yeah.
You guys down with that? This is a good choice, by the way. Like, I am fired up that you guys are making these decisions for us, because, man, oh man.
Yeah, let us know in the comments where to eat next week or the next video. We're doing it every week. It's been hard.
Boom.